So guys, my name is Anna and I'm from Ukraine, but also I am from Volyn, which is a very beautiful region known for its forests and lakes. And today I want to introduce you to one of the most beautiful lakes in my region, which is considered one of the 7 wonders of nature in Ukraine. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because traditionally I update you with various important things on Russian war in Ukraine, culture, language, history of Ukraine and its nature. Because I believe after we win this war, many people will come and discover lots of beautiful locations, and Svityaz will definitely be one of them. Also, this is a very personal place for me. I don't know what about your countries, but in Ukraine, grandparents take very active part in bringing up children. And many children had their grandparents in villages. So they would spend all of their summer vacations at that grandparents, drinking milk, gathering berries, helping around the house. But all of my grandparents lived in the city, and I did not have that village to visit. So my parents wanted me to spend some time in the nature, and they would go with me to Svityaz. So for me, Svityaz is associated with my happy school years with my parents. They were doctors and they were very much concerned about this environment that makes you healthier, plus it's your own natural zone, like you don't have to adapt to climate, the water, everything is native, and it's like 2.5 hours drive from Lutsk. So this is definitely a place that I have lots of sweet memories about. It's a very tasty place. It's very popular among Ukrainian tourists, and there are lots of campings, lots of camps, hotels, restaurants, everything around. You can come here for fishing, for collecting mushrooms and berries, or just for sunbathing and swimming in the lake. The weather changes so quickly. We had clouds and now we have very bright sun. Do you want to see what I see right now? Give me a second. These beautiful pines, they give fantastic aroma to the air, so it seems like everything is very heavy around, full with beautiful smells of May. When I was a child, I was crazy about collecting pine cones, and they are everywhere here. So lots of beautiful decorations around. Now let's finally take a walk to the lake, and I will introduce you to one of my best friends since childhood. And yes, I'm in a lake. Don't mind walking and look at this emptiness. It's fantastic because like no people, and you can enjoy the nature. You can listen to the birds singing, such beautiful wooden houses to eat outside, a barbecue place, and the lake is in front of us, and we are coming closer. The colors look fantastic. Honestly, my mom loved this place a lot, and it's a very popular tourist destination, and I guess I can even hear a boat or something. This is a natural reserve too, because there are lots of fishes and animals living around. Please forgive me, the wind is always closer to the lake, so it may interfere even with the best microphone. But this is how it looks. The water is very clean. I'm a kind person, but honestly, I enjoy rest when there are no people. Before the season starts, before you can hear shouting, laughing, music you don't like, smoke of barbecue, and all the nature is yours. You will be surprised to know that actually I am 20 kilometers away from Belarus. Svityaz is very close to the Belarus border, and many of places around it are heavily protected. Personally, I don't think there is any danger from the Belarus side right now, but we have to keep that in mind. So let me tell you more about Svityaz, because there are many interesting facts of this one of the natural wonders of Ukraine. And it is the deepest lake in the country, 58.4 meters deep, really deep. There are lots of fish living here, and Svityaz was popular for its eels. You know that eels are very mystical fish and they travel a lot, and you can buy lots of smoked during the season here. I'm not a huge fan of this fish, but this is a specialty of the region. Svityaz has very clean water, and you have just witnessed that, with a sandy bottom, which I always prefer. The water is rich in silver, that's why it is like cream on your skin. The lake is surrounded by forests, really deep forests of pine, of oak, and many other trees, and rich in berries, like blueberries being the top. And many women sell donuts here. They look different in Ukraine, not with a hole in the center, but with filling like balls. And many of them are with different jams, and blackberry filling is very popular. Also, maybe I will be able to show it from a different location. There is an island in the center of the lake, and once on that island there was a resort for Soviet cosmonauts. Today that building is abandoned, but the lake is an interesting destination. You can travel on a boat, or you can use other kinds of water transport to get there. This is the central key. This year we had a lot of rain, and that's why much water in the lake, and it looks really beautiful. And this is the island I've told you about. Right. Very beautiful place with forest. And the lake is big, as you see. Really deep. 58.4 meters. Shall I swim? No, the water is cold for me, and I'm not a fan of cold water, but when it's warm, it's summer, Svityaz is definitely a good and very, very clean place to swim. I love the sound of water. Now we are very close to Belarus and to Poland. Two very different countries. I was happy to take you to this beautiful location. It's so bad that Ukraine is a dangerous place. I still sometimes do not believe this is happening, especially if you spend some time in this nature, watching landscapes you know since childhood. Svityaz is a very special place of mine, and maybe one day we will celebrate victory together and some of you will come and see it in reality. I definitely advise you this place for a visit, and as soon as we win this war, please come and discover Ukraine. And so far, you can subscribe to my channel because I love telling you more about my beautiful country. Thank you for buying me coffees and becoming my patrons. This is very important as it gives opportunity to film more high quality videos. Also, introduce yourself to our shop where you can buy beautiful patriotic merch that works as a conversation starter. But most importantly, thank you so much for being with Ukraine, for standing with us in these difficult times. I value you all so much. I love you. Slava Ukraini!